I'm John Brady, and this is Reviews of the Nerds. Traffic hovers to a stop as officers route vehicles up and over the latest accident. You can't afford to be late for work again. The air begins to quake, sending your flyer spinning off course. The sky begins to swirl overhead. Not the clouds, but actual space is spinning. Out of the vortex appears a dozen heavily armed warships. As your interior lights begin to flash red, a message blinks on your heads-up display and your entertainment system blares the words you haven't even had time to read. Captain, report to Battle Command immediately. You weren't prepared for a cosmic encounter. Originally released in 1977, Cosmic Encounter pits drastically asymmetric alien races against each other in a game of intergalactic conquest. Start with 4 ships each on 5 planets, unless your alien race dictates otherwise. Draw a conflict card which determines where you will send your fleet, unless your alien race dictates otherwise. Send up to 4 ships from any of your colonies through the hyperspace gate to an opponent's world, unless your alien race dictates otherwise. Each side can then ask for allies, unless... I think you know where this is going now. Play cards which represent either extra ships or a call to negotiate. If both parties ask to negotiate, then the 2 players must reach a deal within 1 minute or both parties lose. Losing parties send their ships to the warp, a holding area that everyone loves to hate. The first player to have 5 colonies outside of their home system wins the game, with possible ties if alliances allowed it. Cosmic Encounter is complete genius and total insanity. It comes with 51 races, yes, 51, and each one is wildly different than the others, allowing each player to break the rules of the game in some way. Play as the Grudge, punishing any player who refuses to ally with you. Or choose the Oracle, forcing your opponent to play their cards face up before you reveal your choice. Or possibly the dreaded Virus, treating your attack card as a multiplier. Ally against the powerful players or attempt to ride their coattails to victory. Either way, you'll likely be out of friends by the end of play, in the best way possible. I give the tabletop game Cosmic Encounter an 8 out of 10. I'm John Brady, and remember, shoot first, ask questions later, unless your alien race dictates otherwise.
Hey everyone, I'm Hector Miray, and this is Faith and Fandom 180 on LTN Radio. So I'm in Box Lunch the other day, which is the less aggressive version of Hot Topic. And I see a young couple walking around looking at things, and they're on the Animal Crossing section. And if you haven't played Animal Crossing during the 2020 world shutdown, you missed out on some good quality of life. But they were looking at the Animal Crossing thing, and there was a Gulliver backpack, which is a pelican a seagull that actually washes up on the shore of your island. And the guy's like, man, that's cute, but Gulliver never does anything. He just lays on your beach. And I heard him say that a couple times, and if you know the game, you know that's not actually accurate. So I said, hey man, I'm really sorry to interrupt your conversation, and I didn't mean to be eavesdropping. Don't be dropping no eaves. But I heard you say that Gulliver doesn't do anything. I was like, dude, you do realize that Gulliver is the one who gives you all of the statues and monuments and really cool things on your island, right? He's like, no, every time I talk to him, he's just asleep. I was like, yeah, you have to keep talking to him. You have to keep nudging him. I think you actually have to talk to him 5 times before he wakes up. But then once he wakes up, he actually gives you a little quest, and then your island gets something cool and something new. And he's like, are you kidding me? I was like, yeah, dude, that's how you get the pyramid, the Statue of Liberty, all these things. He's like, I never talked to him more than once. I was like, yeah, you gotta be a little more persistent, homie. And then, I walked away and spent way too much money on my kids for stuff in that store. But the reality of it is, We treat God that way, where we ask one little prayer and we walk away, and we're surprised that he doesn't answer us immediately. Luke 18, there's this story called the unjust judge. And the basic idea is it tells us to keep praying and keep asking. Go back and read the whole thing of Luke 18. But in Luke 18, verse 7, it says, "And will not God bring about justice for his chosen ones who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off?" And that's the thing that we have to understand. If we truly want something from God, if we truly want to be more than just passing bystanders, we actually have to be willing to cry out to him day and night, to keep bringing things to him, not because he's stubborn, but because us going to him shows we're listening and care.
Remember to catch Faith and Fandom 180 every Wednesday morning on the Back Row Morning Show, only on LTN Radio. And if you'd like to learn more about Faith and Fandom, head over to faithandfandom.org, where you can learn about our Comic-Con ministry, podcasts, memes, apparel, and book series. You can even read new chapters before they make it to the next book.
I'm Hector Miray, and thank you for spending the last 180 seconds with me.